Hello, it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to pop on before you see me making my project for this week, just let you know that this is week 3 of Deck the Year, and it is a collab that's hosted by the very lovely Penny over at Penny's Crafty Creations. And you can find all the information you need in the description box below this video. So keep watching if you like cat-themed crafts, because that is what's coming your way. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side. So I'm going to start by showing this little folio that the lovely Ashley at Paper and Twine gifted me, because when I showed you it originally, I completely missed the fact that there was a little pocket right in the front with those tags in it. So thank you for pointing that out, Ashley. I think eventually I'd have found it. But also she gifted me these 3 stamped cats on, I think she said they were on like mixed media paper, and I thought it's week 3 of Deck the Year and I've not done a cat yet. I need to sort that out. So I just decided to use one of these. So this is the one that I think will fit best on the tag, and I have also got my, what are they called? Ecoline, I think, and they're like watercolour pens. And as you can see, I've got a big pack of them there, and there's also a few that are, I think, tonic or nouveau, which I've never used. I might have had a wee bit of a play with these eco, but not very much. So I decided, seeing as it's on mixed media paper, maybe I should try out these pens. So I am initially thinking, well, I do a kind of Ginger Ninja cat, and then I don't really like the colours that are there for that. So I decided to do, it's holding a heart. I thought, we'll go with like pinks and reds and stuff. So I'm just trying a little play to see. They do kind of blend together. There is also a blending pen. So I start off and I'm just adding some colour to the little heart that the cat's holding. It's very cute. I think Ashley did tell me which stamps these were, but I have forgotten because I am a bear of very little brain at the moment. So yeah, I just kind of left the middle of that sort of blank and added a bit of watercolour, and then I think I'm going to colour the whole cat in with this pale pink and add a wee bit of patches of other colour. That's my plan anyway. So they do go on very nicely, these pens. I think I was inspired to buy them by Julia McNeil Crafts. Because she used to, well, does still, uses all sorts of different medium, and I think I had seen her use these. And I think when I tried them out, I didn't use them on the right kind of paper, because I think I used them on just normal cardstock, and that you need something that's going to take the water and allow it to do its thing. So I enjoyed having this little play with these colours. I'm just doing a kind of base of pink, and then I'm going to go in with this lilac-y colour to add a bit of shading and a bit of darkness. And then this pinky colour, I'm going in to add some spots and stripes. And I'm kind of softening the edges of that with the lilac. I don't know if this is how you're meant to use them. If you know that this is totally wrong, please let me know in a kind way. This is the blending pen that I spotted was in there as well, so I thought maybe I'll try that. But yeah, it's quite cute really. And then I just need to add a bit of the pale pink to those little, well, they look like arms, but cats don't really have arms, do they? They've got legs. And I think it just needs a wee bit of a more of a splodge on the head, and yeah, I think it's quite cute. And then I add a bit of black for the nose, and I worry because it sort of splodges a wee bit, but actually it stays within the lines, so that's fine. So there we go, the cat is ready to be cut out. I have to say, much less mess and very quick to dry compared with actual watercolours. Although I'm trying to use my watercolours a bit more this year and learn how to actually do that. But it's important to use your stash as well, isn't it? Now for the rest of this tag, I'm trying to use, I had a bit of a tidy up on my desk and I'm trying to use bits and bobs that were lying around on my desk. So I've got some scrappy bits of paper that I've had embossed, run through the embossing folder, or I just discovered, and I'm trying to kind of use those up a bit. So rather than, well, holding on to them forever or just letting them take up space. So I've got a piece of embossed vellum and I've got a piece of, it's very pale patterned pink patterned cardstock that I had embossed with a sort of lacy kind of style embossing folder. And I thought I could layer those two up. And I think because the vellum has been embossed, it's a wee bit more forgiving. So I actually just use some of my red liner tape to stick it on rather than using a wet glue. I thought that might be very visible, whereas I don't think the liner tape is really visible once it's finished because of the embossing. I'm not sure that would be the case if it was not embossed in some way. So, but yeah, maybe there should be a monthly cat in my Deck the Year for those weeks when I'm thinking, oh, what theme should I do? Or maybe I should have a cat every month. What do you think, Oz? He's sitting watching me thinking, why are you talking to yourself? But yeah, because I am a cat lady, proudly a cat lady. So I'm going to try to decide which is the right way up. Stick that on. And then I'm going to trim it round the back. It's the easiest way to do it, I think. And want to add that little bit, I think, with the torn edge upwards. And then I decide it's a wee bit kind of, that vellum is a little bit boring. You can't really see the texture from the embossing folder, so I get a bit of pink. I think this is, what is it, Word lipstick, and I'm just going to add some of that on top of the vellum. That'll tie in with the pink on the cat, and then I decide maybe I want to use a bit of gilding wax or something to pick up the texty bit. So I find this one, which I have had for a long time. It is, however, completely dried out. So it is going in the bin because there's no point hanging on to things that don't work. And this little one, let me see, I think it's still on my desk. It came with a magazine. Colorology Gold Gilding Wax. It's probably the perfect size because it's not going to, I can use it up hopefully before it kind of goes off. Sometimes sort of mousses and pastes and things, sometimes they do kind of dry out a bit before you can actually get the best of them. Oh, sorry about that. My laptop just started playing. So I've done that, and then I've stuck the little scrap of the sort of lacy embossing at the bottom, and that's just where the cat is going to sit. And I'm just going to use a little bit of that Distress Oxide pink to knock back the white of the torn edge and also just tie it in. And then I'm going to stick the cat on. Super cute cat. If you don't follow Ashley's channel, although I'm not sure there's anybody who watches mine who doesn't know of Ashley, but if you don't, definitely check it out. She's linked in my description box along with Penny, so you should definitely go and check out those two very lovely crafters. So just letting that glue take hold, and then I think it needs a little bit of stamping or something. So this Hunkydory stamp set has got a very cute little meow, and it's also got a wee paw print. So I'm kind of not expecting it to come out perfect, because obviously I'm stamping it onto embossed backgrounds, but it's just to get a bit of a sense of detail in the back, and hopefully there's enough that you can tell it says meow. And then a bit of the paw print with the sort of pink, and it's a bit of first generation and second generation stamping, just so that you get a different effect. And the final touch is just to add a bit of gold around that edge. I think I was going to do a bit of black, and then I think no, I think that would be a bit too harsh. I'm going to do the gold, just all around that edge, and I think it looks quite pretty. Let me know what you think in the comments if you are a fellow cat fan like me. I just add a little touch of that gold onto the heart, and then that is it. So yeah, I'd love to hear what you think in the comments, and I will be back soon with another video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.